with Chef Mark McKinney with UT's Healthy Living Kitchen, and today we are talking about seared scallops.
Right. Spring's right around the corner.
It's here. It feels like it's here at least, right?
And so this is a nice light dish that's really easy to make. Just a few ingredients. Scallops are good for you. Greens are good for you. So we're going to incorporate both of those. So this is seared sea scallops, and we're doing... the recipe is sauteed spinach, but I found these great super greens at Food City, who sponsors us, that has tatsoi and spinach and chard and arugula and some other stuff. So you can certainly interchange all that if you want to. Pretty simple dish. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to sear our scallops. So when you're buying scallops, if you can get a fresh dry pack, that's best, because you really want them to be, you don't want them to have a lot of liquid in them, because they won't get that nice caramelization. If you buy frozen and thaw them out, you just need to put them between some paper towels and kind of gently press down on them to get some of the liquid out. So I've got a couple here, and I'm just going to season them real quick with a little salt and pepper. And then these will go in a pan. Our pan, we want over a medium-high heat. I'm using a little bit of olive oil. People like to use butter, and you can use butter, but we're trying to cut back on some of the fats and things like that. And butter has a lower smoke point, so if you really want to use your butter, maybe you cut it with a little bit of oil so the butter doesn't burn as fast. So those are going to sear for 2 or 3 minutes on each side, depending on how big they are. You want a nice caramelization. And the important thing with scallops when you cook them is they should still be kind of springy when you touch them. If they feel like a pencil eraser, they're way overcooked and they're not very good.
Every time I try to make them, they are overcooked. So I know my husband is watching right now, telling me to take notes.
So maybe a little bit higher heat. And get a quicker sear and flip them over a little bit quicker. You don't have to cook them as much on the bottom side, but a little springy to the touch is good. So the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to saute some spinach. But before I get into that, one of the things that I have here, which I've already made, this is a smoked chili key lime syrup. So we do have some sugar, but it's a real light drizzle, and it's very potent, so we don't need a whole lot. So it's basically key lime juice, equal parts key lime juice and sugar. You reduce it down. I have some smoked chili powder in here and a little bit of cayenne pepper. So it's got a little bit of spice and a little smokiness, and that's really easy to make. So for our spinach, olive oil. Garlic goes in the pan.
It already smells delicious.
We're going to do this because that eye doesn't seem to be moving very high. So we want to toast our garlic just for a second. Greens go in.
And greens, they cook down so quickly, so it really is a pretty fast recipe.
It's really fast. We'll season with just a little salt and pepper.
It is sizzling in here.
Toss these greens around. I don't like to cook them down all the way. I think that it just doesn't do well for your presentation. You want to have a nicer presentation. So we're going to lightly wilt those now. Over here on our plate, let's talk about plate presentation. So I've got a plate. I put down some powder. I'm going to lay down some charred lime to put the scallops on. And then here, I've got 3 scallops.
Finished.
That we've already seared. That'll go on top.
Plate presentation, I really do feel like it makes a difference when you're eating. You feel like you're having, you know.
It really does.
Something straight from a restaurant, and really you did it in your own kitchen.
I always say you can charge more money if you do a nice plate presentation. So that goes on top, and then
drizzle the sauce.
A little drizzle of sauce. We'll just do a little over here and a little over here.
Beautiful.
And something that simple. Easy money.
Awesome. And of course, we will post this delicious recipe and easy to do recipe on our website, WBIR.com. All right. Thanks, Mark, for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Well, coming up next, we've got your